Welcome back to Fail Fast Software. I'm Colonel Failure, and we are at a very exciting moment in the history of the company as LingOBlend Zwei is about to come out. Well, it's coming out next month. So we're coiled. We're ready to rock and roll. Our massive marketing campaign. I don't know if we've got one actually, but if we had one, it'd be ready to kick off. We'd have celebrity endorsements and all sorts, all ready to rock and roll. And it's kind of critical because we're down to our last 50 grand in the bank, and we'll burn through that pretty quickly in support hours alone. So unless this sells bucket loads, frankly, then yeah, we're going to have to go back to contract work, and contract work sucks. So we don't want to go back to contract work. The other thing that I possibly should consider, actually, is potentially duplicating some copies of the software so that people can actually buy it. I'll worry about that later. Oh no, there is no later. There is only now. Okay, stick around and we'll look into that now. So here we are on the last day before release, and we're fixing the final few bugs. We've found 75 so far, which seems like a very reasonable number of bugs. So for 76 we found now, one would imagine that the longer we persist in hunting down bugs, the more of them that we'll find. But I like to treat them like Easter eggs, undocumented functionality that people may find absolutely delightful, and therefore we're going to. Yeah, we're going to keep squishing bugs until the end of the day, and then I'll send everyone home, and then we'll have a big rah-rah launch party. The launch party that I've got in mind is that everyone comes into work as usual. I don't think that's unfair. I think that work is where my employees are happiest. Certainly, they'd have said something if that weren't the case. Anyway, let's crack on, and we'll launch this monkey. Fixed 100 bugs. You see, that seems like providence to me. That seems like, it was meant to be. Right, let's get it out there. Release the hounds, or in fact, release the software. And that's the word. Shall we do some marketing? Yeah, I think we probably will. What's the budget on the marketing? Let's say 10,000 of the dollars there. It's not a lot, is it? No. And I am going to need some contracts, coming in to make some money, because I've got no idea if I'm going to sell any of these or not, and it's always better to assume you're not going to sell them, and keep the lights switched on. In order to sell copies of you have to print the copy stuff. Copies the print of them. If you don't print any copies, it will only be available digitally. Well, we pretty much predate the internet at the moment, so do I want to begin the support work tutorial? No, I don't want to do support work tutorial. I'll figure that out as we go. Right, now then, let's go for... Now, last time I went for 5,000 copies. Or did I? I think we should go for 10,000 copies. That's 20 grand. Yeah, and that, accompanied by my spending on marketing, that's gonna blow my budget entirely. No, I don't want to learn how to do support. Support will take care of itself. Right, okay, yeah, but let's get 10,000 of those in, and then let's take some contracts so that we've got some cash. There we go. What do we need here? We need some art. We need some code. Is my artist back on? Yes, we are. Right, good. Yeah, we'll take that. Yep, get to work. And you develop it. There we are. Good. There you are. That's easy enough. And this embedded system, what do we need on that? 137 on code work. Yeah, we could probably do that. We've got a month left. That could come out tomorrow, so that'll be okay. No, we only need one a day to offset our costs. Oh no, actually we're going to need more than that, unless I calm the marketing down, which might be advisable. since we're going to burn through 10 grand's worth of marketing pretty quickly. There we go. That's my marketing spent. Terrific. Good. And I guess we're going to come back tomorrow and we're going to find out exactly how many copies of this brilliant word processing software that we've actually sold. And then we've got to finish that contract off as well while continuing to do support. Oh, well, you know, it's that. Oh, actually, this is ready to go. All right, we'll promote that then. Good. All right, we're headed for bankruptcy. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, okay, Pitfank. What now? What? Beta it. What? Do I want to end the... No, I don't want to end the end of the beta phase. I want to release it. Right, 124 active users. Oh dear. That's less than we're going to need there. Oh dearie me. Okay, people, get back on the contracting gig here, because we might as well release it. There you go. Get this developed. There you go. We brought in some cash there. That's going to keep us alive for a bit longer. We'll keep the marketing going this time, and we'll try and develop our way out of trouble as far as the finances are concerned. Yeah, we'll take that as well. Might as well. Game assets. What do you need? No, that's more effort than I've got in the shop, I'm afraid. Get developing. Right. Okay. Well, you know, we'll see how we get on. But we are going to burn through all the cash. I'm going to stop the marketing before it's really kicked off. Yes, it's not attractive. But maybe we'll come in tomorrow and we'll have sold a load of copies, and we'll be able to go, see, vindicated. Vindicated is what we are. Oh dear, there's really not a lot of money left in the bank, is there? Right, cease the marketing. We've got 243 active users. I'm not spending 10 grand a day to add 100 active users. See, that's my business brain switched on fully. There is it recognises that that would be a silly thing to do, is to keep spending the money. Can't release that, and release this as well. All right, 22k in the bank. Good. Now sort out any support calls we've got coming in. It's still early in the day. We can take on some more contract work. Well, that's bitterly disappointing. You know, it is very disappointing that we didn't sell any more this time around than we had done previously. I wonder if we actually came up against someone else. Oh, there you go. October. Review of LingOBlend Zwei. LingOBlend Zwei is the sequel to LingOBlend. Brilliant. LingOBlend Zwei, I don't know why I've come up with a title that I can't pronounce every time, has been released. Well, this is, you know, pretty fast and furious journalism we've got going on here. We don't know who Failfast Systems even is, and they are pretty new in the productivity scene. LingOBlend Zwei feels kind of meh. We can't even imagine how complicated this must be behind the scenes, but it's a little fiddly. There's so much to experience, and it's okay, I guess. It's lacking features. We ran into a few bugs. We expect lots of refunds. It will be competing with OpenDoc Suite 3 by Doc Limited. To wrap this up, LingOBlend Zwei might be worth the price. Well, that doesn't sound like a scathing review. Why aren't we working? Stop reading in your press and you know, do some work. Take that, get on with it. Game asset. We're not really geared up for game assets. Take that as well. Develop it. Get to work quickly. We're going to need the money, or I'm going to have to fire people. I could go back to just being a one-man development army, but honestly, I don't think there's any sense in that. I think we shift away from word processors and go into something more exciting like video games. To wrap this up, LingOBlend Zwei might well be worth the price. We don't expect it to sell very well. They need to build a fan base in this market. They should up their marketing game. I can't up my marketing game without some marketing money, and I end up spending all of my money on developing softwares. Then it comes to launch day and I've burned through the budget, which is a little disappointing. I won't lie, that is a bit disappointing to have run out of money so that I couldn't actually sell a thing, promote that one. Good. Well, there you go. So the Zwei, as it's known in these parts, has failed to deliver. We still have some active users though, and I wonder. And actually, we've got more active users today than we did yesterday. Who's this? Lashana. You've never had any sick days. Well done. You've done 4 years service. Good. You want an extra 219 quid a month. All right. Well, that seems all right. But because I drive a hard bargain, you can accept 212 quid extra a month. Oh, yeah. I'm no pushover. Right, we've got 15 people queued up for support. I wonder whether this will continue to sell in perpetuity. Where's my stock? Here we go. No, not develop software. It's a bit early for that. Right, here we go. Let's expand the size of the window here. Right, so we've sold 473 units so far, and that was 3 months ago. Hold on, okay, we sold... It looks like we've sold 1,000 and we've refunded 600. To be honest, I think there's a real problem with our marketing. Not with our marketing, with our refund policy. When was the last time you could refund software just because you didn't like it? Especially in the 80s, you took it home and it didn't even work, and you were stuffed and you were stuck with it. Certainly, that's my recollection. Anyway, 35 quid a unit. All right, so we've done 473. We'll see what we've done tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe thousands of people will have it as their Crimbo present. Yeah, I'm not wholly convinced that's the case either. Right, you can be released. That was worth 7 grand. Groovy. Let's get something else on the go. It's another embedded system. Because, I mean, what do we need for game assets? Two units of art. I haven't got the resources for that. My artist, firstly, isn't very quick, and secondly, isn't very good. So something that is purely art-driven, I'd say, probably not our thing. Get that developing. Come on there, team. Get us rolling. We're going to need to recoil and come up with a new plan. We're not heading for bankruptcy. Be quiet. I mean, the other thing I could do is I'd quite like the ability to continue the other thing. Let's release that. What's the other thing? Marketing. Yeah, if I stuck another 20,000 into marketing now, maybe that would get us going. Maybe we're going to get a massive word of mouth campaign kick off, and those 10,000 units that I've got sitting around a warehouse somewhere, we'll gradually shift them. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be unlikely? Both of these things are, of course, true. Right, okay, you are... Oh, flipping out, you're more than ready. Oh, well, it's all contributing towards our... we've dumped 50 users over the month. Well, okay. Well, in which case, we'll keep the 9,500 units more than we actually needed. And we're still selling a few. Anyway, we only burned $184,000 on the development of this one, which I see as a total bargain. Knickers. Hang on, yeah, we can do some marketing. Let's market it. Yeah, let's stick another 10 large on it. Go on, get spending, and we'll continue. Yeah, you can release that. We'll continue driving hard to keep that working, because every unit we sell is worth 35 quid, and that's more than nothing. See, you know, that's how you can tell that I'm really suited to this kind of gig, is that I know when a number is more than 0. Pretty important stuff. Right. Now, it was commented last time around that I should have dedicated people focusing on marketing. I possibly should, but I really don't. I'm really not that bothered. Everybody gets to do a little bit of everything at the moment, although I have assigned some roles, which I'm betting I can't find the button that shows us that in this screen. Yeah, all right, thank you, radial menu. Very good of you. Manage employees. Yes, as you can see, we have split up a little bit. So Lashana is purely artist and a bit of marketing, whereas Long Jane is a bit of design, bit of programming, but no art. There's no sense in making her work on the art at all. She's hopeless. But you know, we like to make her feel involved. She comes in and occasionally shows us a picture of a cactus she's drawn overnight or some such, and we ask, "That's very nice, Long Jane. Very, very nice, very nice. Some code over there needs working on. Go and do that, will you?" There we go. The 10,000 I spent yesterday got us an extra 5 users. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the marketing is not worth the hassle. Yeah, we sold an extra 200 units and refunded most of them. All right, no, stop throwing my money away on marketing. It's clear that the software buying public are a bunch of Philistines, and they wouldn't know quality software if it came up and bit them in the face, which I might include as a feature with LingOBlend Aqua. Which is what I'm going to call the third one. No, it's the first piece of word processing software that works just as well in a swimming pool as beside it. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for this time. I'm going to go back into development straight away, I think. We'll do some game design. Yeah, I'm going to become a games company because that's easy. Everybody knows that. And yeah, stuff this word processor rubbish. We'll make ourselves a red hot video game starring a cutesy poo character that the kids are really going to get behind. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet. I'll figure that out in due course. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. I've been Colonel Failure. I'll catch up with you next time. Cheerio. Hello, kitten. Well, that didn't go exactly to plan now, did it? There's me putting together the greatest word processing software the world has ever seen, and nobody bought it. I'm assuming that that's because of some gigantic conspiracy involving the Illuminati or some such. Anyway, this series is going to crack on. I'm rather enjoying myself, and I'm about to start flexing my game design muscles, and that will be a delight as well. So if you haven't yet pushed the subscription button, which is down here somewhere, push it. You never know, good things may happen to you. Fortune may smile in your face, and you may have a more positive day than you were otherwise expecting to have. I've been Colonel Failure. I'll catch up with you soon. Cheerio.